Okay, this kitty, obviously her posture is not supposed to be like this, but this was the only way I could get her all in one photo because this piece is absolutely massive. Like, here's her face compared to my hand. She was way bigger than I expected when I bought her, and honestly kind of dirtier. She's pretty screwed up. Aside from just being dirty with like what feels like grease or oil, like she's very greasy, which is kind of what I think all this black stuff is coming from, like engine grease. Honestly, I don't know. And then not only that, but her felted paws are just full of holes, which really sucks and is pretty hard to treat. And at this point, I'm just worried if I can get this black stuff off her face. So I'm gonna start there just because I didn't have time yet to do her full wash. But as soon as I got her, I just rubbed down her face to see if the black stuff would come off, and it did, with just like soapy water. I was so happy about that. And look at that, her face paint really good under there. Honestly, I'm stoked about that. Honestly, really encouraging to see. So now I'm invigorated to work on the rest of her body. Like I mentioned before, my next biggest concern are all of these holes in her feet. So the felt is notorious for falling apart in the wash, especially with holes in it. But these are totally moth-eaten, and I can only close so many without it looking totally psycho. So I'm just gonna have to be extremely careful with these and pray it turns out well. Okay, so first I'm gonna take out all her stuffing, and lucky for me, there's already a big old hole in her stomach, so I'm just gonna use that. And then I'm gonna take out the wire from her tail to protect it from the bath and try to reassemble it so I can put it back in her tail once she's clean. And here we go. First dunk in the bath. Face looking good. Bath water looking absolutely terrible. Like, that's really bad. Really, really bad. It's so gross. Ugh. But our girl's hanging in there. She's feeling great. She's like, look at me, look how clean I'm getting. And for some reason I didn't record all of her baths, but that's okay because here she is clean. I think I was distracted by the fact that I had to babysit those paws the entire time to make sure they stayed in the exact same position so those holes didn't get any bigger. But it all turned out okay, so now I'm gonna put her tail back in. I fluffed up her stuffing too while she was in the bath, and that's ready to go back in as well. And here's Miss Kitty all done. Like, what a glow up. She looks so cute. I know I always say that, but I think it's true for all of them. I love this face paint. Her eyes are like kind of deranged, but in a really good way. Considering all the weird stuff that was going on with her, I can't believe how bright she turned out, and I'm so glad that the paint survived under all of that. She's just so special. And here she is with her little baby sister, just so you can see the scale on this one. She is so big, and I think they're just the cutest little pair. I absolutely adore seeing them together.